The first set was, as you mentioned, very back and forth and probably very exciting, for fans and spectating. But one of the things that was frustrating is we were doing a lot of good things, but we were also kind of shooting ourselves in the foot at the same time. I want to say that we had, I believe, 3 or 4 service errors in that set alone. And when you look at the final score and it being so tight, only 2 points in that set. I mean, those 4 points, that's almost an 8-point swing, because instead of giving us an opportunity to score that point, you're guaranteeing that it's going to your opponent. So that was really a big difference, just in how the momentum and the shift is like, we got things going, we did something exciting, we get back to the service line and tank it out of bounds. So our young ladies did a very good job in being able to correct that and serve aggressively without making so many mistakes. So we really, after that first set, we were really putting the pressure on Mars Hill and their serve receive, and our serve came out on top on that situation. Yeah, that's one of the things that we've been trying to improve on is, running the 6-2. We've got 3 viable options across the front row in all rotations. So, we knew Key was doing well. I didn't know that she was doing as well as what she did until we saw those final stats, but man, she had some amazing swings, some balls that, maybe weren't even perfect, but she made them, look better than even what the set was. And that being said, our setters did a very nice job of putting her in good situations too, her and some of our, other offensive options, and we were able to terminate very well last night. Yeah, that little nugget, man, Red, she's all over the place. She's had a phenomenal season so far, and really at points, has carried us, and given us more opportunities for our offense to do some good things. So it was a good team effort, last night, and it was definitely one that we needed to have. We'd been on a skid and kind of reinventing ourselves, rediscovering who we are and what we do well. And it was really nice to see us be able to put it all together. And that was one of the things that we made note of after that second set is, man, look at how good we can be when we put it all together at the same time. Because we had seen good defensive efforts, we had seen poor serve receive or good serve receive, we'd seen average offense, but to be able to see an excellent serving performance, solid ball control, and then our offense execute at a pretty decent pace, it was really cool to see it all come together finally. So hopefully some confidence for us going forward with the rest of the season. Prior to the match, it was just really focusing on what we can control. Our first ball contact, our serving aggressively, and just staying together, communicating, and having fun. And I think it was really, really imperative for them to be able to see that what we've been telling them as coaches, we meant it. We've been telling them, look, we're not this bad. We're not a bad team. We're very good. We have some very good pieces and parts. We just haven't been playing together and haven't been playing consistent. So to put it all together and to have our athletes be able to see that, what we've believed in as coaches and what we've seen, they were actually able to put it together and see it for themselves. And I think that's going to be hopefully a really bright spot moving forward. We're really just focused on one match at a time, so that first match at noon on Friday, that's the only thing that we're really focusing our attention on. But just as far as the overall weekend, man, it's a huge weekend for our conference and for theirs. All 4 teams that are battling against each other. They're jockeying for positions within regional rankings and for strength of schedule for each conferences and other conference opponents that aren't even involved in this. So really, really a big weekend, especially with some of the forces of Mother Nature earlier in the season canceling some contests that other institutions were going to be crossing over and playing. This is a big weekend for all teams involved.